And Joe, you're ranked number, let me just double check. Joe, you're ranked number 2. Mark, you're 3. Chris is 4. And Scott, you're ranked number 5. Okay, what does that mean? Well, that means that you guys, we're going to do a head-to-head competition here, okay? So what I'm going to do for the 5 people who are left, okay, is we have some experts in the field. We have Matt and we have Dan, okay? So Matt and Dan are the experts, and I'm going to give you a category of player cards, or I'm going to give you a category. It's not just player cards. It's a category of everything. You are going to you're going to bid how many of those cards or things you can name. Okay. So, and they're from all over the place, right? So I may say, 0 cost Sylvan cards, right? And so you would say against Matt or Dan, you can choose whichever person you want to go against. You will say, I can name 3 of those. And then Matt can choose to, or Dan can choose to go over you and say 4, or he can challenge you to name those cards. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so is it like a sudden death kind of thing?
I have a round robin tournament set up here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But right now the first group of people are going to go against Dan and Matt. Okay. So, or everybody's going to go against Dan and Matt that's left. So Nathan, you get to choose. Are you here, Nathan?
Yeah.
You get to choose. Do you want to go up against Matt or do you want to go up against Dan?
I'll do Matt.
You'll do Matt. Okay. Matt.
All right.
You get to pick a number between 2 and 19.
5.
5. Okay. 5 is off the list. Okay. Okay. You ready? There are 14 enemies with more than 15 hit points.
Okay.
Matt, how many can you name?
I'll say 2.
Okay.
So can I say 3?
Yes.
Okay.
And then at some point, one of you can stop and challenge the other one. So, okay, Matt, do you want to say 4, 5, 6, 12? Or do you want to challenge?
I'll go ahead and challenge.
Okay, so Nathan, there are 3. You have to name 3 enemies with 15 or more hit points that are not Nightmare.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Durin's Bane, the
Durin's
Balrog.
Durin's Bane is 1. Okay.
The Balrog.
The Balrog is 2.
City Guard.
Let me find the City
I believe
Guard.
it has 20.
It does. I have up close experience.
City Guard. Okay.
20.
So that is a win for Nathan. Okay, rank number 2, Joe. Who do you want to go against? Dan or Matt?
I'll choose. I don't know. Any, mini, miny, Matt.
You'll choose Matt. Matt, you are the weakest link. Okay, Matt, choose a number between 2 and 19.
Just for everyone here, it's 12:30 for me, so I'm getting tired. I'm an easy target.
I'm gonna buy you guys some drinks before this.
Yeah, right. You should have sent Uber Eats to their house. Okay, Matt, between 2 and 19 again.
19.
19. Oh, this will be good. Okay, so there's been 29 guests that we've had on the show to discuss a card. Okay, so you can't say, for example, if we've had a guest on multiple times, that still only counts as 1. It still only counts as 1.
Caleb.
Right.
Six.
Careful, Dan. Okay. So, Matt, your first 29 is the highest you can go. So, how many guesses do you think you can name?
We'll start at 5.
5. Joe?
Do I say I can do more than that, or just
Yeah,
that I can?
you can either challenge Matt or you can go higher. You can say 6 or more.
Yeah, I could probably do 6.
Okay. Matt?
I think I could do 7.
7.
Ugh.
Joe, can you do 8?
I think I could do 9.
9. 9.
I'll challenge on that.
Challenge on 9.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, go ahead.
Well, Joseph Forrester, Caleb Grace. MJ's been on the show with Caleb, Dan, Matt Buckworth, and I.
What was that name? What was that name?
Matt, who does the traps with Faramir.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Duckworth is his last name.
Duckworth.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's 5.
Ted has been on the show with.
I'm gonna call that as a neutral because he was a guest, but then he became the host. So I'll call that as a neutral and not a wrong.
Fair enough. Vardane.
Yeah.
How many do I have so far?
6. You need 3 more.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting scramble mode right now. Can I say the obvious?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm waiting for
Myself.
you. Yes, you on the show. I was gonna be shocked that you haven't said yourself.
Okay, I didn't want that to be okay.
I wanted that to be the one that you didn't say. You got to 8 and didn't say it. Okay.
Yeah.
2 more. 2 more. Can you do
Matt
2?
Kell has been on the show.
Matt?
Oh no, can't say him. Can't say.
What do you mean? Can't say?
Well, I can't
What?
use a host, right? So
Well, actually, Matt has not been on the show.
okay.
Are we counting the live
No.
events where you had multiple guests?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
So I think because Matt has not been on the show, I think
That
that
counts
puts
me
you
out.
as a loss. Okay. Okay. That doesn't put you out, but that gives you a loss. Okay. So
Fair enough.
who's ranked number 3? I got to know who number 3 is. Mark, you still there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Okay, Mark, you get to pick Matt or Dan that you want to go up against.
I'll take Duran's father.
You'll take Duran's father. Okay, Dan Prince.
Keep him awake.
Thanks.
Pick a number between 2 and 19.
17.
17. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay. So, enemies with the Nazgul trait. There is a total of 13 of them, and that's non-nightmare. Okay. And it also not repeating. So there may be some Nazgul that have the same name that are in multiple scenarios. That still only counts as 1. Still only counts as 1. Okay. Dan.
There are only
or not
9
Dan, I'm sorry.
Nazgul.
Right. Well, there's 13. So
So I'll go for
Dan.
4.
4. Dan says 4. Mark, do you want to challenge or can you name 5?
Do I save points if I just let him win? I'll never beat Dan at this.
Well, you could,
Like,
you
I could
could just challenge him then if you don't think you can.
All right, I'll challenge him, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm not going to win, but
So Dan.
Let's see here. Wraith
He
on
does-
Wings.
Okay, hold on one second. So Mark, if he doesn't get 4 right, you win, right? So that's the good thing.
oh, okay.
Okay, so Dan.
Dan, you're getting really sleepy, Dan. You're getting really sleepy.
Right. Wraith on Wings. Dan, that's 1. Go ahead.
Witch King.
Okay, that's found in 3 different scenarios. So that's 2.
Messing out those Gideons then.
Yeah, and then all the
Let's see here. Black Rider.
Black Rider, that's 3.
Fell Wraith or Fell Rider. One of the 2. I believe Fell Rider is from the.
You can't. You have to pick one. You can't hedge your bets there.
Fell Rider from Flight to the Ford.
Okay, Fell Rider is correct. So
That's
that's
4.
good. Yeah. There was the Nazgul of Dol Guldur, the Nazgul of Minas Morgul, Kamul the Easterling.
That's Nightmare, right? Or no,
He's from
Vengeance.
Shadow in the East box, right?
Yeah.
Black Rider, you said the Rider of Mordor, Ringwraith, and a Nazgul of Mordor. Oh, and then the Ringwraith of Sauron. So, okay, good job. Okay, that's
Nicely done, Dan.
That's a loss
Thanks.
for Matt for the first round. Okay. Number
Mark.
4, it's a loss for Mark. Sorry. Number
I have a twin brother named Matt.
Oh, you do?
Pretty close.
Okay. Chris. Matt or Mark? Who do you want to go with?
Wait, I can go up against Mark?
You can no, Matt or
Matt or
Dan.
Dan?
I'm sorry. Yeah, go against Mark. Not yet. That
Let's-
may be next round.
Let's do Dan again.
Dan.
Okay.
Okay. Dan, pick a number between 2 and 19.
9.
9. Okay. This is another card. There's only 2 card talk ones, and you guys both picked card talk ones.
Oh, great.
Okay, there's at least they're off the board though. Okay, there were 17 cards that we discussed during Sylvan February, and only Sylvan February. So not throughout the whole podcast, but just Sylvan February. How many of those cards can you name? Okay, Dan.
I can name Sylvan cards. That's no problem.
So Sylvan cards that were discussed during Sylvan February.
Okay. Let's go for, I don't know, 7.
7. Okay. Chris.
Oof. I don't know. Let's go with 8.
8. Dan.
Okay. Yeah, I'll challenge that.
Okay, so Chris, you have to name 8.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
8 Sylvans that were discussed during Sylvan February.
Let's
Sylvan
see.
cards. So they, and let me just say that it also includes the Sylvan events, right? So that was part of it.
Oh, those were going to be some of my guesses.
Okay, but just
okay. Island Amid Perils.
Island Amid Perils is one of them. Yes, that's one.
Galleon.
Galleon, 2.
Let's do Celeborn.
3.
Quicker Than Sight. I
4.
think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
The Tree People.
Did I do the Tree People? You know it's bad when I have to look it up. 5.
Sylvan Tracker.
6.
What's Orphan.
Orphan, 7.
Nath Guide.
Nath Guide, 8. That's it, right? You just had to do 8.
That's about as many as I can do.
Right. Nice.
Let's see. Rumil, the Minstrel, the Galadhrim Minstrel, Galadon Archer, Galadhrim Weaver, Greenwood Archer, Elven King, and Olorian Fane Voices. Yeah. Those were the
a lot of
Sylvan
good
stuff.
ones.
Yeah, a lot of good cards there. Okay, great. That's a win. Okay. And now Scott.
All right, I'll go with Matt.
Go with Matt. Matt, 2 to 19.
Let's do 17.
17 was picked already. That was enemies in Nazgul.
Okay. 15 then.
15. Okay. I don't know how much you're going to like this. There are 8, only 8 locations. This is non-nightmare. Okay. 8 locations with a threat greater than 5. Okay. So I forget who I have been having go first. I think Matt gets the choice how many he can name.
I'm assuming that excludes X threat locations.
X threat is 0 threat unless we're playing the game.
Okay.
So how many locations
And
greater with a with a threat greater than 5.
Oh, let's start at 1.
1. Scott.
Sure, I'll challenge.
Challenge. Okay, there's only 8 out of the 6,000 encounter cards in the game. Can you name one of the 8?
The Lonely Mountain.
The Lonely Mountain. That is true. Okay.
Did that Hobbit Saga playthrough. It's 12 threat.
Okay.
One that I'm also always surprised by is the East Gate from Into the Pit.
Yeah, the
That's
East
7.
Gate is that's there, right?
Yeah, makes Gon a very good ally for that
Yeah, gone very
first
well.
round.
Yeah. Okay. So now the next round. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put players against each other. Okay. So I need to just make sure that I have this. So Nathan, we're back to you. So Nathan versus Joe. Okay. Nathan versus Joe. Dan, pick a number between 2 and 19.
13.
13. Okay. So attachments that are also boons. Attachments that are also boons. Okay. So Nathan,
Are these like boon attachments or boons that are also regular attachments in the game?
boon attachments.
Okay.
So purely saga stuff. I'll
Okay.
say that. Okay.
How many did you say there were?
There are 22, believe it or not. Okay, and you were ranked higher, so you get to go first.
I'll say 12.
12. He's not messing around. Joe?
I'm gonna have to challenge that.
Okay.
Hey, Nathan.
Sting,
Sting,
Glamdring,
Glamdring,
Anduril,
Anduril,
Mithril Shirt,
Mithril Shirt.
Skilled Healer,
I know that's one. I'm just finding it. Go ahead. Yep.
Hands of a Healer,
Hands of a Healer. Yep.
Noble Hero.
Wait, did you say Hands of a Healer?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't scroll down.
That's my favorite boons. So I was like,
Okay.
letter exists.
What was the last one you said after
Noble Hero.
Noble Hero? It's going to be down here. Yes, Noble Hero. Sorry. Okay, that's 7.
Okay. I don't know as many if I didn't have mine. Esquire of Gondor and Esquire of Rohan.
Esquire of Gondor, Esquire of Rohan. Yes, that's 9.
Valiant Warrior.
Valiant Warrior. That's 10.
Intimidation.
Intimidation is 1. Yes. One more.
Beyond All Hope.
Beyond All Hope. That, my friend, is 12. That gives you a win. Joe, that gives you the loss. Okay.
Good job.
Nice one.
Just curious, is Support of the Eagles on that list?
Order of the Eagles is not on the
Oh.
Because
list.
that's
It
also
has the boon trait.
It
yeah.
does have the
Mhm.
boon trait. I know. But nobody said it. So
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
okay. So now
if it were
let's-
me.
Okay, so now 3 versus 4. So 3 is Mark versus Chris. Mark, you were ranked a little higher.
All right.
Okay, so Dan, pick a number between 2 and 19 that we haven't picked.
2.
2. Oh man, this is one that I was hoping that you would get, but that's okay. Okay, so Mark and Chris, there are 12 scenarios with a 2-word name. So Mark, how many do you think you can name?
Let's just say 6.
6. He can go for half of them. Okay, Chris, challenge or You can do 7 or 8.
I'm gonna challenge.
6. So Mark, you have to do 6 here. Okay.
I have to do 6 scenarios that are 2 words.
That have 2-word names, yes. And so just to clarify, hyphenated words count as 1 word. Okay, so there's a few scenarios that are hyphenated. All the hyphens, whatever, that's jumbled up into 1 word, if that matters.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Do articles count?
Yes, words, all words.
Okay.
So the, a, and all that counts.
Okay, so the mama kill.
The Mumakil, that's 1.
When you said the hyphen, I guess the ninny no, like that was kind of
The
a clue.
Nin
Thank you.
Ilf is 2.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sorry, I mean,
That's
it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is pressure.
Um,
Your Balrog playmat, hands in the balance.
yeah, I'm just trying to go through an order, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep.
Is that a scenario? I've not played the saga. Is that a scenario?
Yeah, Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep?
Yep.
Okay. Whew, okay. I've not played the saga, so I was just guessing.
Right.
Seventh level.
That is
that-
not 1. It's the 7th
Okay.
level. So
Okay.
okay.
So it means
so
I'm
that's
out.
a loss. It's not that you're out. You just have a loss for right now.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And then Chris stealthily wins that one here.
I could only think of 2, so you did better than I could have done, Mark.
All right.
The
Into
Oath.
I don't think I understand how this
Others
game
were
works.
the Oath, Mount Doom, into Amphibian, into
Yeah.
Fangor.
Edman's Dyke, Desert Crossing,
Into.
Oh,
Okay.
Gundabad, Shelob's Lair. So I think between Dan,
That's quite a lot.
yeah, there's 12 of them. So okay,
You don't have to. You don't have
Lot
to
of-
shame me.
A lot of saga as well.
yeah,
So
there's sagas. Okay, so Scott versus Nathan. Okay, so Nathan, we circle back around to you. Nathan, you are number 1 here, so you get the first go. Right now, you have 2 wins, just so you know. So this is going to be wild. Okay, 2 wins, and let's see. Matt, pick a number between 2 and 19.
3.
3. Oh. Okay, this was another one that I was hoping that Dern's father would get. Okay, so Nathan, you ready?
Mhm.
You get first, Scott. Then you get to choose whether you want to up him or challenge him. Nathan, there are 35 scenarios whose title doesn't contain an article, meaning a or the. Right. So the scenario is something that doesn't have.
Helm's Deep.
Okay, and so this is the one with the most options here. So there's 35. So Nathan, how many can you name?
7.
7. Okay. I don't know. Did you learn from last time that
Sure.
like 12, it took you a little bit? Scott, what do you think?
8. Yeah, I'll say
I
8.
can do 8. Okay. Nathan,
10.
10. Scott,
I think I'm going to challenge on that.
okay, 10. So 10 is the magic number here.
I'm gonna steal a lot from Mark in that last question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were
Sure.
a few, but not all of them. Go ahead.
Okay. Passage through Mirkwood.
Passage. So you start with one that's not
Yeah.
Mark. Okay, yep, that's
Escape
one.
from Dol Guldur.
Escape from Dol Guldur. That's 2.
Seventh
Return to
level.
Mirkwood.
Mark, hold on a second, buddy. You're not in this one.
Return to Mirkwood.
Return to Mirkwood is 1. Yep. I see you're going in order in your head. Okay.
Into
Go ahead.
Athelion and into Fangorn.
into Athelion, and into Fangorn. So I think that's 5 so far.
Trouble in Tharbad.
Trouble in Tharbad. I have to make sure I cross it off. Yep, Trouble in Tharbad is one. Go ahead.
Wrath and Ruin.
Wrath and Ruin is another. Yep.
Helm's Deep. Shelob's Lair. Mount Doom.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait, Helm's Deep, Shelob's Lair, Mount Doom. That puts you at 10. Okay, so that's a win. That's a loss for Scott. Okay. Now 2 versus 3. That's a good job. I'm not going to go through the 35 of them, but there was more than I thought. So that's what happened. So okay, so now it's Joe versus Mark. And Joe, you're higher on the list, so you'll be able to go first. Dan, number between 2 and 19.
11.
11. Okay. This has the least amount of answers, the second least amount of answers. So any hero with a printed 0 stat. Any hero with a printed 0 stat. There's 8 of them. And say, Joe, you get to go first.
Top tip, none of those zeros are hit points.
Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I could probably name 3.
Okay. 3. Let's see, Mark. Can you name?
I think I can do 4.
4. Okay. Joe.
Well, I'm going to challenge that.
Okay, so Mark, you have to name
Okay.
4 heroes with at least 1 printed 0 stat.
Okay. Right off the top of my head, I know 2 for sure. I think Baragond and Thurindir.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let me make sure I'm in the right
Is Thurindir
category. Thurindir, yes. Baragond,
Okay. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. All right. So 2 more. I just gotta get 2 more.
2 more.
Let me think here. Give me a second, guys.
He's looking it up on Rings DB.
No,
I'm just
I'm not.
I know. You're just
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
he's getting to you.
No, we're in a. I'm distracted because we're in this antique mall and they're closing down.
Oh,
So I'm gonna have to pass because those are the only 2 I can think. My wife's leaving me, so I'm gonna have to bow out. Sorry, guys.
oh.
All right, that's the only 2 I can think of, and I'm under the gun here. So I'll let y'all go. I'll just take 5th or whatever. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry. Bye, guys.
That's fine, Mark.
Bye, y'all. All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you get a win by default, but he couldn't think of any others. Joe, could you name another one just to make sure here?
Yeah, Galadriel.
Galadriel, right? That's the most popular one.
Mary.
Falco, Grimbeorn, Beorn, Bomber, and Mary are the other ones. So I like the ones that are there. So okay. Now we have to do 4 versus 5 to figure out how all this is going to rank. So we have Chris versus Scott. Chris, you finished a little higher. So Dan, pick a number between 2 and 19 that we haven't discussed here.
4.
4. Okay. You're going to love this. Okay. Make sure that I have this right. Okay, so we're talking about non-saga, non-POD scenarios. Okay. And the question is objective allies in non-saga, non-POD scenarios. So that will be Chris. There's a total of 23 of them. So how many do you think you can name?
5.
5. Chris says 5.
I'll say 6.
Scott says 6.
7 maybe.
Oh, 7.
Yeah, I'll go with 8.
8.
I don't think I can do better, so I got to challenge you, Scott.
Okay, Scott, 8.
So Williador, Faramir.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just make sure. I know that you're right, but I just want to double check. So Williador, Faramir. Okay.
Naasia.
Yep, Nasia. That's 3.
and
It's
Nonsize.
understood. I know that you know this, but if there's a duplicate objective ally, I'm not counting.
Right.
You know, like if Nasia shows up in 5 scenarios, it's not Nasia. Okay, that's 3.
Gollum.
Gollum and he's only an objective ally in Return to Mirkwood. So that's okay. He's actually just an objective, but I'll give him to you because in the first cycle they didn't label them objective allies. So
Jubire.
Jubire is not an objective ally.
Oh,
Jubire is an objective hero, and that's because you get rid of your heroes. Okay, so
well played, Chris.
that gives the final rankings here. We have to have a head-to-head playoff because Nathan has 3 wins. Joe has 1 win. Mark has 0 wins. Chris has 3 wins. And Scott has 0 wins. So here's what's going to happen. Scott, you finished. We're going to say that Mark, because he finished the game and he's not out to defend his 5th place, he's going to get 5th place and you win 4th place by default. So you get the alt art heroes, the deck box, and a threat tracker. Okay. And then Joe, and Mark gets just the alt art heroes. Okay. Joe, you get the same thing as Scott. Okay. So you get the alt art heroes, the threat tracker, and the deck box. But I need somebody to give out the whole thing to. And Chris, who is making a huge comeback from his Jeopardy performance, and Nathan, who's been at top here, we have more categories. So it'll be the last category for either the partial kit or the whole kit, or almost the whole kit. So, Dan, you're the guest. Pick a number between 2 and 19.
11.
11 has already been picked.
Yeah. 6.
6. Oh, good.
I don't like that.
Now I'm curious.
I know. I am actually really happy that this is the thing for it all, because this is one of those things that I think that people will think they know a lot of and then maybe not know a lot of. Okay, so for all the marbles, and Nathan, you were top in the Kahoot, so you get first crack. There are 16 heroes with 10 threat cost exactly. Okay, 10 hero, or there's 16 heroes with 10 threat cost. And again, I'm not counting repeat heroes if there's any repeat. So if they have the same name, they have the same, you can't use, Grimbeorn Tactics and Grimbeorn Spirit. Okay, so you get to choose. How many do you think you can name?
5.
5. Oh, that's a tricksy number right there. Okay, Chris. Can you name 6, 7, or are you going to challenge?
I think the only thing I can do is challenge.
The only thing you can do is challenge. Okie doke.
Okay. Here we go.
So Nathan, uniquely named, right? So go ahead.
Barivore.
Barivore. Let's just double check. Yep, Barivore is 10.
Halberad.
Halberad. That's 10. Yep, that's 2.
Brand, son of Bane.
How many did you say you were going to get?
5.
All 16 of them? Oh. Okay, Brand, son of Bane. Yep, that's 3.
Baragond.
Baragond. I know that's 1, but I double check here. Yes, Baragond.
Yeah.
And for all the
Aomer.
marbles, what is it?
Eomer.
Aomer. Yes. Oh, okay.
Nice one.
So we
Good
have
game,
our
Chris.
rankings. So Nathan, you get most of the kit. You don't get the unless for some reason you don't want it. But my guess is you stayed around here till 7 because you probably wanted a copy of it. So Nathan, you get a copy of the whole kit, including the scenarios, the card dividers, the rules. The only thing you don't get is the big long deck box or the big long storage box. You get the deck box and everything.
There's scenarios in it?
It's a scenario. Yeah, it came with the scenario. Yep.
Yeah,
It's not a new scenario. It's the
Escape from
Wizard's
Casa Doom.
Quest?
Yeah,
Escape from Casa. Yeah,
Doom
custom.
Escape from
Oh,
Casa
okay.
Doom, the custom. So you get that, and Chris, you put a valiant effort in there, but I think you did. I was you there. You were. You had 6 going into Jeopardy, and then you pulled it off. You ended up making second. So you get a copy of all the alt art heroes, the 5 alt art heroes, a threat tracker, and the deck box. So that's cool.
Hey, David.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I already have Escape from Casa Doom, so Chris can have that if he wants it.
Oh, now we go down the line. Chris, do you want the
I don't have
scenario?
it, so I would definitely say yeah.
Okay. So the scenario will go to Chris. Okay. That at least makes second place a little sweeter. Okay. Well, there you have it. It went a little longer than I thought it was going to. For some reason, my high school students are a little less engaged in Jeopardy, so it doesn't take as long to go through Jeopardy. Usually I'm like, oh, okay.
We were playing to win, not just to the bell ring. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know. So everybody, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad to give out the prizes. The Card Talk prize closet was overflowing, and so I'm glad to be able to give some stuff away to some players in the community. And I'm gonna have to work on my community engagement with people knowing trivia about the show. I guess it's that's the one thing nobody wanted to talk about.
You can put up a post on the new blog.
Yeah, the post on the
Just some statistics of everything, and people can read that then.
right. So that's cool. So Matt, you were pretty good here. So do you have any last gasps about the blog or about the evening here?
I will say that I forgot to mention earlier that one of the things that I always do is I write up the quests that I play turn by turn, and that will also be a recurring feature on the blog. So keep an eye out for those. I have a few stacked up, so they'll be twice a week to start off, but probably get down to just whatever I happen to play that week or whatever, and I get caught up.
That's cool. Okay. Dan, do you have anything to say over on the Vision of the Palantir side of things?
Not really. I'm holding the swag here, so
yeah.
you guys can have a look.
It's funny
Nice,
because you
but-
don't hold it secret like Cardboard of the Rings and we do.
No,
You're like, here's what
I
want.
wanted some community input for what to put into the thing, because designing an entire book by yourself is a lot of work. I mean, the blog is still, or at least blog management is still a one-person show, and I need
Right.
some help with it. So this year I decided already in January, like I'm going to be open with this. People are going to get what they want. Also with the deadline for Patreon and such. So I have this now, and this just prototype. I'll be improving this a little bit, and hopefully within a few months I'll be able to release. So that's going to be. I can flip through it a little bit if my lighting shows.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on Facebook, so that's cool.
Looks really good.
Well then you guys can hang out for a minute. I'm just going to end the live stream here. But thank you everybody for joining us for the live stream. I know there was an issue at the very beginning with the stuff for the majority of the beginning. It was a little rough, but you know what? We do the best we can here. We're a small little podcast, and we had a lot of fun. And everybody at home,